Well, the election is just 5 days away now, and it's not going to get any less contentious. Our focus has been on the candidates and campaigns, but what about our kids? Our Alexandra Kohen-Yart sat down with parents in our area to ask this very question. So, Alexandra, what did you find from these conversations?
Yeah, Derek, from my conversations, it became clear that kids are deeply engaged with politics. I spoke with experts on this topic, and their research revealed this exposure is happening whether you want it to or not. The campaign signs, the ads, the news stories. The election is everywhere. Hiding it from your kids is close to impossible.
They're very strongly opinionated based on the information that they've been given. And whether it comes from social media or their parents at home.
Joshua Dahlstrom lives in Coeur d'Alene. He's passionate about politics, his community, and his family.
At school, of course, they hear, whether they should vote for Kamala or Trump, even though they can't vote. They understand they can't.
My 8-year-old is really getting to the point where he sees that, these two people are saying different things, but they're both saying it like it's true. How do we know what to believe?
Morgan Thomas lives in Spokane. While her kids are still young, her son has already started to discern the conflicting narratives presented by political figures.
Sometimes with the rhetoric now, it's like there are political speeches I wouldn't even want my kids to watch because it's inappropriate. It's not okay for kids. And
studies show that the negative impact our political atmosphere is having on our nation's youngest might be bigger than we think.
Their understanding is a little bit fuzzy, and sometimes that can lead them to feeling quite anxious or worried about things.
Dr. Erin Pahlke is a psychology professor at Whitman College. She has conducted multiple studies on the impacts politics have on children.
They're paying attention, and they pay attention to more stuff than parents realize, and they're trying to make sense of the world.
A 2023 Pew Research study found that the most common way politics is described is divided. That's what Dr. Ashley Landrum found in a recent study she did about kids and politics.
What polarization really is a gap between two groups. And so we're seeing divergence in attitudes towards adults in political positions in children.
In the past, shielding your kids from politics was as easy as turning off the TV. Now, political messages are reaching them in unexpected places.
And that during these games or during YouTube, even if they were watching YouTube Kids or playing kid games like Minecraft and Roblox, they were being exposed to political advertisements during those programs.
Nonetheless, the most common source of information is you.
A lot of what the kids were telling us came directly from their parents or their grandparents.
With this being the next generation and seeing that polarization already at such a young age, what could that mean for the future?
Yeah, we have to dig ourselves out of this.
So what can be done? Dr. Pahlke pointed out the solution starts with the parents.
You should absolutely talk to your kids about politics. You should start with asking them what they know and correcting any misassumptions that they have, or if they have concerns, be willing to address their concerns.
There's no denying this can be challenging, but both experts say constructive conversations at home might be the only path forward. For Joshua, starting this dialogue has already shown its benefits.
They ask questions, and we can seek the answers together. The better they are prepared to have dialogues with others. And we want to make sure that we're uplifting, we're a gainer.
It is not just the access to political information that has changed. It's the candidates themselves and often the language they use that may have parents wanting to protect their kids from the political rhetoric. As you just saw, kids are very aware of the political world around them, which is why both of the experts I spoke with recommend being open to constructive conversations at home. In studio, Alexandra Kohen-Yart, 4 News Now.